We are talking about Black Widow. The director, Kate Shortland, on the scene Kevin Feige fought to keep in the movie. Shane, this was your story, and I do not know why, so it's all on you, bro. What's going on?
I think part of the reason why, I thought the book was closed on Black Widow, to be honest with you. It might help that I recently saw it. And so when I saw this, I thought it was interesting because one of the things that they're talking about here, there's a scene, if you've seen the show, there's a scene when they're at the dinner table and they were children, and we get to experience this whole thing of when they were younger, and the girls were children and the adults were younger, and they were operating as a family. And then we get this opportunity to see them again now grown up and in this very stressful situation where they're sitting at the dinner table again, and they almost sort of fall back into their old roles. And what's interesting about this is that the director, Kate Shortland, said that typically Kevin Feige does not get involved with things happening on the film. It's not something that he just does. He lets them kind of do their whole thing. He doesn't give you directives, she said. He's very free, right? But that scene was a scene he felt really needed to be in the film. And Scarlett and Kate kept fighting him on it, saying, how will this ever work? But once it actually happened, it became a very alive thing. You've got this bunch of people shipwrecked together who are still desperately trying to cling on to the roles they had in Ohio, because that's all they know and that's all they have. And it was beautiful. And I got to tell you, it was one of my favorite scenes in the movie. And it just goes to show, and I think the whole point of this story is that Kevin Feige has been successful with Marvel because the dude knows how to make movies.
Yep.
And everybody else who's making movies right now, if you're DC looking to create a universe, or you're anywhere else trying to create something, you need to stop and make sure you got a Kevin Feige. Because if you don't have a Kevin Feige, I mean, he set the standard on 20 Marvel movies this guy's been in charge of. He's broken the planet. He's broken the movie industry. And this was just a nice little inside peek at one of the reasons why. He sees something that has to happen and he makes sure it happens.
You're right. And I think having seen the movie, it was good. It was good enough. It's, to me, it's not like something, it's not, the best, but it's not a bad movie either. It was fun. I like Rachel Weisz a lot, so that helped.
Yeah, Rachel Weisz was great.
She was fantastic. And, but I can see why that scene was important to him too, because like it adds character. How do I explain this?
It adds to the, I see what you're saying. It adds to the character development.
Right.
It the characters, makes you care about them more.
Right. Like the regular people.
Right. And David Harbour playing Alexei, they really developed his character as being this like sad, opposite to Captain America, and almost pathetic character in his ways that he's like lamenting about the good old days,
Mm-hmm.
It was actually very touching. And I got to tell you, Florence Pugh, who plays Yelena Belova, Scarlett's sister, she did an excellent job in the movie. And if there's not a place for her in upcoming Marvel movies, somehow I'd be shocked.
Yeah, how are they going to do that though? How do they bring a character that is clearly that age, this long ago? How do they bring her into the future of Marvel?
Well, the thing is this happened during the Sokovia Accords.
Oh, so it wasn't that long ago.
Right.
Oh, so they can do it.
They could do it.
I mean, hey, who knows? She could probably be the next Black Widow.
She could. Exactly. She could totally take over for her sister. It would be believable. It would make sense from a canon standpoint. And
right.
And she pulled it off. I mean, she doesn't have the specialness that Scarlett Johansson does, but what woman does? Very few do.
Scarlett Johansson. So, something else.
Yeah, I agree. Totally at a different level.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's awesome. If you guys have not seen Black Widow, I believe you can now watch it for free.
Yes, you can. It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah. No more paying that. You don't got to pay that $30 anymore.
Right. And she won her thing. She got her money. So that was good.
Yes. And yes. And that is actually very important. You know, it's funny that I still have not seen Shang-Chi. Oh my God.
Worth seeing. I'm actually more intrigued right now about Eternals coming up. I know that I haven't been excited about it, but I'm excited. I'm intrigued by how that's going to tie into the universe. And you know what's happening to me now? I didn't want to see any Marvel movies. Now that I've seen a couple of Marvel movies, now I'm like wondering how they're going to keep diving back into this universe and keeping it working. Because so far, it hasn't broken anything.
Well, yeah, so far it's just been like recaps. I mean, not recaps, but like prequels and like stories within the story. Like there hasn't been any real what word is
They haven't bent into the main storyline yet.
right. Even with the shows that went on, they glimpsed that a little bit, but like the shows were so personal and so individualized for like the Falcon or Red or Scarlet Witch or whatever, that it gives you glimpses into the universe that's happening after the end game, but not much. It's like these are all just close-ups, you got to zoom out to see the whole picture, and we haven't seen that yet, and we're probably not going to see that for what until the Spider-Man movie, right?
I think Spider-Man will probably give us a glimpse into it. If they make another Ant-Man movie, we'd probably get that story continued. Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah, that's right.
So there's opportunities.
Yeah, when does Eternals come out? It comes out November 5th. Oh,
I think
November 5th.
Yeah, that's one we'll be covering.
Yes, we will be live reviewing that. So the day that comes out, the day it comes out here, which is actually the day before it officially comes out, but the day before, the day before it comes out, we'll be watching that and reviewing it.
Yeah, and we're reviewing not only Eternals, but we're going to be reviewing Dune, Ghostbusters Afterlife, The Matrix. There's going to be a bunch of movies.
And Jackass Forever.
Which got pushed, so we'll see. We'll have to wait.
What? It did?
Yeah, it got pushed along with Maverick. Got pushed. Yeah, it got pushed.
No, it got pushed.
Yeah, it's not coming out.
Oh my God, it did. February. Damn it.
But, hey, it'll be here before we know it.
I was looking forward to that so much, more than Eternals.
I'm surprised at how much I'm looking forward to that movie.
Me too.
I was kind of like, I didn't know how much I needed that sort of idiocy.
Yeah. I was never even like a super fan of Jackass. It was like, oh, that's okay. There's funny parts. When I saw that first trailer and they're all coming back and they're all these old guys and like they were just falling right back into their normal like personalities, even though they're all filthy rich by now.
Holy cow, Johnny Knoxville looks old, bro.
He does, bro. He looks ancient.
He's my age.
He's your age.
Yeah.
He looks older than you.
He looks 10, 15 years older than me.
It was funny because he was like,
I don't look old and I don't look young.
There was this moment where it was like, they say if you shouldn't be getting you can't get a concussion if you're like this age. But he's like, well, Johnny Knoxville just turned this. We're okay still, or something like that.
Right. That was a funny line.
No, but the whole thing, like the part with the bear and like the sheer terror on that dude's face, it was just so good. I feel like we need this stupid crap every once in a while, and we haven't had it for like 7 years.
I know, I do too. The part that terrified me the most is that tarantula and the thing taped to his face. It's going back and forth too. I'm sorry. Give me the bear.
Give me the bear.
Take the spider, dude.
Dude, when he was riding his bike and he rides his bike into the wall because they made like a whole like a photorealistic wall.
It looked real to me.
So good.
Yeah.
I'm bummed that it got pushed. That sucks. I need that movie right now.
February, bro. February.
All right. We'll get it. All right. Well, that's it for the show. So yeah, let us know what you guys think about the Black Widow. If you have seen Black Widow, if you have, let us know what you guys think about that scene in particular. And if you felt like it, I feel like it was a fine movie, but because it didn't really enhance the MCU, any MCU property that comes out that's not really enhancing the MCU right now is sort of like just okay in my book. It's not getting like big. It's not no big accolades from me until you move the story forward. So
that's true. I mean, it did I guess, thicken the universe a little bit by
Sure.
adding to the Black Widow character. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But that said, that's it. Hit that like button and subscribe button on the way down. And we're going to wrap this up.
Thanks for watching. To see the full conversation, become a member of the Popcast family. Use the link in the description below or go to our channel and click the join button. Select your tier and we'll see you at the next show.